Isn't that the sound that you want to make when the poop won't fall out of your ass? Like, why? Horrible feeling. Literally. Okay. Don't you love it when, like, people, like, overuse a word and fuck it up every time? What does that say about our culture, y'all? What does that say? So, I did comedy last night. I say comedy in quotations because it did not feel that way at all. I mean, I was performing. Well, you do performance art, Amy. I don't think it's. I mean, it's comedic. It's probably not comedy though. It's probably well, I don't know what it is, but it's not comedy. I wonder how I can like lure people in though that are just into some like real eclectic art form that hasn't even been invented yet, but leave it to me. I mean, I like to just come up with like random shit. Like last night at like one of my sets, I just like pretended to be drunk for like a lot of it, and like nobody laughed, but it was like really important for me to do that because I've really wanted to drink lately. So I don't know, it made sense to do that. But I did say something, and it's like I'll say something that I don't even think will get a laugh, and that will get the laugh more than anything that I think will. It's stupid. That's why comedy is terrible, and I really wish I could just quit. Because like it's like you have this idea in your head of like how you think it's gonna go, right? And you're like, okay, if I say this, like everybody's gonna find that hilarious, right? And then like you'll say something else, like just random. That might be like a truer expression of like who you are, as a person, and like that will get the laugh. So like last night, I said something, and I was like, it doesn't matter if you get it as long as I say it, and people like resonated with that. I guess because like everybody really wants to say shit, even if like nobody understands it. They just really need to say it, and like I feel like most of my shit's that way. It's the constipated face. Dude, you guys, I have a lot of misgivings about, like everything that I do. Even if I know that it's like what I'm supposed to do, I'm still like gonna tell myself that I suck at it and then I should just stop while I'm ahead and stuff. But who said I was supposed to be comfortable though? Like who said like, oh well, if you do well as a comic, that means that you're gonna be on all the time and like, like you'll be cool with what you're doing. So I was just reading an interview, well, somewhat of an interview, it was something. James Murphy was talking about why he got LCD Sound System back together, and David Bowie had a lot to do with it. And David Bowie told him that, the whole idea of that was supposed to make him uncomfortable. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, dude, David Bowie's a fucking genius. Like, I mean, I'm uncomfortable all the time. And so maybe like my performance was like a lot better than I thought. Like just because like you don't get the laugh as a comedian, like you might think that that's a fail, but maybe not. Maybe I'm supposed to just be cringing. But like just seriously, like, oh my god, like that's just changed like my whole perspective on everything. I'm like, whoa. I was just woed. David Bowie is still woeing me from beyond the grave, you guys. So funny. You're so funny. You're so funny. I love my drug dealer. He inspires me. He inspires me with the weed that he gives me, and he inspires me with his what do you call it? What do you call it when somebody like boosts you up? Like uh inspired? No, but you just said inspires though. Well, he inspires me with his uh advice. No, not advice. Compliments? No, I don't even know. I don't fucking know. See, this is why I suck at comedy. Because I can never come up with, like, the right thing. Like, you know, I'm not that smart. I hate it when people tell me, like, oh, no, you're really smart. No, the fuck I'm not! Like, I'd be able to come up with these things like that. And I'm just like, my hypochondria is, like, kicking my ass right now. I'm so paranoid about stuff. And, like, paranoia doesn't really, like, change anything. I've realized this. You know, it just makes me fret about stuff that's, like, not even happening. Like, you think that, like, being paranoid and, like, worrying up, like, all night, you know, just, like, staying up, like, what's gonna happen, you know? Like you're in your head, like, replaying that scenario over and over again. It's not gonna change this scenario. I mean, well, if anything, it's gonna make it worse. Because, like, you've already relived the experience in your head, and it hasn't even happened yet, you know? So how are you reliving it? You're, like, pretend living it. Yeah, yeah. I do notice that whenever I do comedy, like, black men love me. That's cool. That's who I want, you know? That's who I want. That's who I want in my cult. I need as many black people in my cult as possible. I need like women that aren't like, you know, typical women, you know? Like bull dykes, they would work, definitely. People don't understand like when I use words, like I don't mean them in like a mean way. I'm trying to like bring the word bull dyke back, you know, in like a positive light, you know. I say bull dyke like I'm proud of you for that. Keep eating that fucking pussy, bitch. I think lesbians know where it's at. Definitely know where the G spot is better than men do. Which is funny because they don't even have a dick to, you know, stick up there, but yeah, but women know, you know, our parts. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need a chick, you need a chickadee. I do need a chickadee. That would be really cool. If I just like became a lesbian and that just like solved all my fucking problems. I wish that were the case. That'd be hilarious if you just like switch like, you know, sexual orientations. That'd be really cool if like it was actually a choice, like, you know, all the stupid ass Christians say. Their logic doesn't make any sense. It's like, first of all, why would anybody just like choose that? You know? Okay, a lot of people think mental illness is a choice too. You know, but a lot of people think that being gay is also a form of mental illness. Or like it's another form of pedophilia. You know how stupid people are? What do you think? Like, the more that I do this comedy, like, the more I'm realizing that I don't want to appeal to like most people. You know? Like if I can reach like just a few select people that like really understand what I'm doing, then like it doesn't matter that the majority of people don't get it or like they think it's weird, you know? I think that they're mad because like, well, not mad. I think people get annoyed because like they know that like something's gonna happen with you, and it probably won't happen with them because they're not doing anything like anywhere near as unique as what you're doing, and like you're standing out. Even if you're not making people laugh, you're still standing out. So I think that upsets people that have like been working at comedy for like a long time, and like here you come in and you're like, hey, I got my keyboard that I can't even play, and you know, I'm here to take all y'all down, you know, with my racial epithets. I love you, Josh Lewis. I love you. Um, my friend Josh Lewis tried to give me advice, but the thing is, he doesn't realize that I'm, you know, I mean, I think he does realize it to a certain extent, but I don't think he's watched my channel or he would know not to tell me to get on Twitter. I'm like so suicidal, y'all. If I got on Twitter, I could just see like all the people that follow me like eventually killing themselves. You know? And I've been told by many people to get on Twitter because they're like, man, you're really funny. Like, you know, you have a lot of like really funny shit that you say that's just, you know, random and like it would make sense for me to get on Twitter, but also it wouldn't because you know, I hate that shit. Yeah, but of all the sites to get on, that would make the most sense for you because all it is just, you know, posting your thoughts for the day, you know? But I have too many thoughts, man. Like, if I start tweeting, I'm gonna be like tweeting like every 5 seconds, and I'm gonna be like retweeting my own tweets. Y'all be like, dude, that was brilliant. I think y'all didn't appreciate that tweet. Let me retweet it. It's so stupid. You know what I hate about Twitter is like the fact that dumb Americans or just like dumb people in general, like think they're like, oh my God, Robert Pattinson liked my tweet. Like, I shat myself at the grocery store when I read that on my smartphone. You know, like, it's just like people just, they look at celebrities like they're like these, like, special beings, you know? Like, but they're not. Like, just because you're a celebrity, that doesn't mean shit. It just means that people, like, they might pay attention to this one thing that you can do. Like, most celebrities, like, why? I mean, like, why is Katy Perry famous? Like, I really don't understand it. I mean, I do because the general masses, you know, the general public, whatever. They're fucking stupid, you know, so they listen to shit music and they don't care. But, you know, it's like, why? Why are people obsessed with Twilight? Why are people obsessed with, like, who's sleeping with who and who's having whose baby? Like, how does that affect your life? Are you like that fucking pathetic that like you just read about all these celebrities and you're like, like, I'm trying to think of like a celebrity. Like, I just don't pay any attention anymore. Like, I used to pay attention to that stuff because like I didn't have a fucking life, and then I realized, like, wow, this is lame. You know, this is so lame. I really don't care that Tom Cruise is crazy. I think that's like well established information now. But it's like if you work for like tabloids, like you should kill yourself. Like you have no purpose in life. Like you, that's all that you do is just take pictures of celebrities and then write about them, write stupid articles that don't fucking matter. Like you are just worthless. Like you're like the scum of the earth. Like you're worse than fucking Hitler. Like you just, oh my god, Amy. No, but I mean, you're saying that like anybody who works for US Weekly is basically a Nazi. No, but I mean, I feel like I'm not saying you're a Nazi, but the reason I say you're worse than Hitler is because like you're helping to like condition the general public to like give a fuck about all the wrong things, you know? And like you make money doing that. So yeah, you're a fucking Nazi, bitch. I don't care how fucking mean I sound. I'm right about this shit, man. Like our obsession with celebrities, that should tell you right there, like why we have the president that we do. You know, why people just like they don't watch the news. You know, I mean, if they do watch the news, just because like a celebrity got involved, you're like, oh well, shit. Ben Affleck's the Democrat. Sad. Like I'm just horrified. Like every time I leave the house, I'm horrified. I'm horrified by what people do. I'm horrified by what people say. I'm horrified by what people can get away with. And then people are horrified by me just because I don't, you know, do all these conventional things. And I guess it's like when I was talking to Josh last night, I just realized like, man, maybe I don't want to do comedy. I mean, I do, but you need different audience. That's all. You need to keep performing. That's what you need to keep doing. Like, and you are funny. You are very, very funny. And so if you want to talk about shit, like it makes sense. But I think that you should check out other open mics, you know, that aren't just, you know, specifically, you know, comedy related. Like, because, you know, it's obvious that you can't get away with the stuff that you want to get away. Like, even in comedy, it's like people are still fucking pansies about it. You know? Oh god, like some guy said the N-word last night. It was hilarious. That was like the best thing that happened at that bar last night. See, what happened was this white guy, I don't know what he was doing. Like, this was the set. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, he had a set list where he found some nuts in his yard, some like Brazilian nuts. And he brought them to the comedy scene and was like, what the fuck are these? It was just like passing them around like show and tell or whatever the fuck. And then like this black dude, one of them, Brad Sativa, shout out, I love you. He was like, I don't even know what he said, but he said the N-word. He's nigga. That's what he said, right? I don't remember why he said it or what he relating to like something about the nuts being racist or whatever. I don't or his racist grammar. I don't know what happened, but the white dude, who I can't recall his name right now. I feel so shitty because he likes my stuff, and I like the fact that he said the N-word. Like I just respect that. Anyway. I mean, he wasn't afraid, like, all he did was repeat what Brad Sativa said and was like, it's just it's so dumb, you know? Like, it's just, like, people are so, like, sensitive, and, like, immediately when he said it, everyone's like, it was hilarious. I was just laughing so hard by that reaction. I was like, man, I'm glad I'm not the only one with balls. You know, and that's really sad when like it takes balls to just say like a word. Anyway, you're like, well, you don't understand. How do you not understand? Do you know what the atrocities? I'm like, yes, I do. That's all I talk about. That's all I think about, man. Why do you think I don't like white people? And then I was talking to like the black bartender about it, and she's like, who told you couldn't say nigga? Honey, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Don't bother me. She's like, if you fucking them, yeah. And no, I don't just fuck black people so I can say the N-word, okay? It's not the reason why I do it. It's not. It's not. Okay? It's not. That's so funny, man. So Jenny's out of the out of the hibernation. I get it. Okay, so my friend Jenny, I texted her yesterday and asking her if she wanted to come with me out to the East Room where I do comedy at. Unfortunately, it's like it's so weird. I hate going over there, but there's like something like nostalgic about it. It's like high school all over again, and I'm like, maybe I could redo it and have it turn out better. Wrong. But anyway, like I invited her to go with me because we're trying to get this like buddy system because a lot of people in the scene are like vultures. Like I feel like a lot of I don't want to bitch about women again because I feel like I bitch about women too much. I mean, I feel like a lot of women though it's like they're really catty, and like a lot of men are just like I can tell that they're like lonely and desperate, and so that's why they're like searching for like potential, sex partners in like the comedy scene. It's like doing that. It's like hooking up with somebody at an AA meeting. Like it's not smart. But it's like Jenny's like really cool, and like a lot of guys like her, and it's silly. It's fucking silly. That like she doesn't even like want to go because like these guys are like pursuing her. And I'm like, yeah, I would understand. Like it's like you just want to like go and like just like hang out and just have something to do and maybe like occasionally you get up there and you say some shit that's funny and people think you're cool and then like they just try to sleep with you. Like what the fuck, man? Like no, not women don't ask for that shit, okay? Like we don't. Stuff like that should happen naturally anyway. It shouldn't like be forced. But yeah, so she was hibernating and she texted me and she's like, I'm sorry, I just drop off. I just drop off. I don't know why I do it. I'm like, well, I know why you do it because I do the same fucking thing. Only I don't drop off for like a few days. I drop off for like a few months. That's what happens to me, and everybody thinks I died. And they're like, well, yeah, that might be plausible. She's suicidally depressed, so who knows? Who knows when she's gonna go? See, I just want to be able to access this up there. But it is so fucking hard, you guys. It is so fucking hard. I just get up there and stay up there. This is what I do every time. So this is gonna be my microphone, alright? I just like fucking just stare, Because like I don't know what I'm gonna say. It's so funny because I got so much shit on my mind, and I'm like, right before I get up there, I'm like, you're gonna talk this, and everybody's gonna laugh. Like, I have no idea what the fuck I say. I think like last night I ended up talking about. Well, I didn't talk about black people, but I talked about Tinder and I talked about social media once again. I bitched about it, and I mean, lots of comics like have stuff, like even like really like famous comics like have stuff that they bring up, to look at. It's okay as long as you engage with the audience, which you always do anyway, because even if you have like stuff, you always end up just like talking. You're like, you know what? Let me put these note cards down and tell you how I really feel about corporal punishment. Like it's just like I can't not do that. And Josh was like, "Well, are you trying to piss people off?" Like, well, maybe yes. There's no maybe about it. Fuck yeah, I am. People are stupid. So like, if I piss off a stupid motherfucker, good. You fucking deserve that anger, bitch. It's not. The bad thing about it though, it's like I really do want to like change people's minds. I really want to make people think about stuff in a different way. And it's sad that like there are too many stupid people that aren't open-minded enough. Because there are like stupid people out there that are a little bit open-minded. Like well, obviously they're not stupid though. Here's the thing. That's a good indicator that you're not stupid. It's like you're an open-minded person. Fuck yeah. And people can say what they want about me and how like stubborn I am, but the thing is I've done Facebook and it just made me feel like shit and I drank a lot, so I don't really like want to go back to that part of my life. Thank you very much.